Yana's like a royal advisor. Should I see her thing? Sure, let's see what her thing says. But yeah, also didn't help that most of those attempts you were using a magic spell that shot a lot of projectiles at once, and super slow attack that made it way worse. Oh, so you were stuck in the end lag of it and then just like open to get hit and stuff. Pretty much just got Planet Coaster 2. Want to play Windblown, but that's not a big release. Legends say you're watching, but very cautiously from a distance. Yeah, that's very fair there. Most of those attempts too kept summoning the dude out in front. Bad idea. It doesn't do anything except stand around. Also adds HP to the boss fight, so you stop summoning him. My little cousin recently told me that apparently there's some consumable item that if you put it in your hotbar and you summon your Mimic Tier will use that to heal a few times in the battle. And it doesn't actually consume your in-inventory consumables. I forget what the item is, though. I was like, wow, how did I have no idea that this was the case? But yeah. Oh yeah, Doom Dark Ages is a game that you're interested in? Oh, there's a new Doom coming out? Interesting. Here, let's see this rapport conversation here. Watch out, Jan. Ah. Ow. Prince? No. Poison arrow. He's gonna die in the middle of this rapport conversation. Is that you, Yana? You imbecile. Do you have any idea what you've just done? Commander of an army should never go risking his own life for a mere soldier. Or are you trying to squander the sacrifice your mother made for you? Forgive me, I leapt in front of you without even thinking about it. I do know you've the knowledge to cure poison, should the need arise. Not all poisons. This one is extremely potent, designed to be used for assassinations. If I hadn't been right here next to you when the arrow struck, I'd be off making merry with the father right about now. Glad you were. Thank you again, Yana. Can't tell you whether he actually understands or not. Or can't tell what... My goodness, I can't words. I'm sorry for what I've done. As you should be. I was terrified. At that moment, I think I knew just how my master must have felt. You mean the witch Alcina? Listen to me, Elaine. Even forgetting everything I just told you, I still want you to live. Not because you're a prince, but because you're you. Well, I'm glad to hear it. What's so funny about that? Couldn't stand to lose you either, Yana. Not because you're a soldier in my army. Worry not. I'll deflect the arrow with my shield next time, rather than take the blow myself. Meaning you will still step in front of me. What am I ever going to do with you, Prince? But you're the leader of like one of my best squads in the whole game. Doom the Dark Ages is a game you should be interested in more than you are. Like 2016 and Eternal, just not like upset with anything Dark Ages shows, just somewhat apathetic. After a while, still ended up using a magic sword that gives frostbite. That's always good. Still took you a while to beat though. Still able to take a lot of damage on the boss super quickly with the sword. Kept dying so fast in the first place. Maybe Elden Ring should be the game that I play later tonight. Literally got half of its health down in 15 seconds on one of your attempts. But because mainly a magic user, wasn't very good at fighting close range. So it took you a while, but you did it nice. Had to get a little bit of help, but still did it in the end. Yeah, that's what counts. Here, can I whoop you? Sure. Truly excellent, my prince. Here, 3K. So for the release date of the demo of the game, just Simple RPG had planned to have it out January 1st, 2025. Okay, so starting out the new year. That'll be the day that I start Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's the wrong menu button. Okay, who else do we want to see conversations of before beating the game? I shouldn't take too long here. Oh yeah, Scarlet's a main character, so we'll see Scarlet's stuff here. Here, let's see the conversation between Elaine and him. Wait, this is the wrong one! Gosh dang it! I seem to be entirely unaware of Zenoiran's dominion when you first arrived here, Amalia. I'll get these last conversations, I'll get Hitched, and then I'll beat the game. And then while I'm beating the game, I can, like, ramble on about more stuff here. Take it that means the flames of this brutal war never reached your home. It's fine, yeah. It's a lonely little village out in the middle of the mountains. Kind of place you could spend years looking for and never come close to finding. Why would you live in such a remote region? Shouldn't come as a surprise knowing what the old man was trying to do. If anyone caught on, the arrow would be the least of his worries. Bastard. But that only raises another question. Why did you leave? Because possessed or not, I wasn't gonna let him rule my life, or my body. So I started training, learned all the techniques my proud ancestor was so damn eager to pass down. I mean to say your skill is entirely self-taught? Sure is. But you heard the old man. It's nothing close to the real thing. Anyway, eventually I figured out he only took control of me when there was someone strong you wanted to fight. That's why I stayed put all those years. don't want to risk setting him loose on the world. Now I never have to worry about that again. I suppose not, no. Still, all that time, and I had no idea there was a war going on right outside my doorstep. Of course, the Coliseum was the only thing I was after when I... Yet, whether you intended it or not, you were forced to help us defend its walls. Imagine you rather enjoyed that part, though. Powerful opponents you were able to face. You get me better than most do, Elaine. As long as there's people to fight, I'm there. Even without the old man pushing me to do it. I'm glad you decided to join us, rather than our enemies. Thank you again, Mom. But that's not the rapport conversation I was looking for. We can get all the other rapport conversations sometime after I beat the game. It's gotta be this one over here then, right? Yeah, Elaine and Scarlet. We'll see this one. How have you been feeling, Scarlet? Don't be afraid to ask if there's anything you need from me. I'm fine, thank you. But I have to say, I've turned into a real worrier ever since I was abducted. As I think should be expected, given the circumstances. Still, I'm glad to know how much you care about me, Elaine. You must have been in some state while I was gone. Of course I was. Barely even eat, out of fear that I might have lost you forever. I'm pretty sure we went and ate at the tavern a decent few times before that point. Really? Top 10 lies in video game history. It's only once you've been taken that I realized just how much you meant to me, Scarlet. So much I rely on you, every single day of my life. So even had we gone on to win the war in your absence, I would have felt no joy at the accomplishment without my dearest friend standing beside me. Is that what I am to you? I feel the same way, Elaine. I don't want to lose any of my friends to this war. Not you, Lex, Chloe, or Sir Joseph. But we'll all make it through alive. I'm sure of it. Yeah, I mean, I can save in the middle of battle whenever I want, so... I mean, look at me. All that worry, and I'm still right here next to you. Things will work out. They have to. Indeed they will. By the way, Scarlet, what is it? Please, don't leave me. Ever again. I wouldn't dream of it. Yeah, I know that Scarlet is definitely, like, the canonical option in this game. Like, the game makes it pretty obvious. But, no. Like, we'll see how these conversations end and stuff. But then we'll just give the Ring of the Maiden to someone else, I think. Is what I think I will do. Plus, there's other units that I think can use it more effectively anyway, and make better use of the stat boost. But yeah, so won't be able to play it day one unless you end up streaming it the day before to be a test player for it. I could well do. Whoops, why did I think this was the rapport conversation? There's some random Eloise herbs. Is everything okay, Scarlet? You seem rather irritated over something. Oh, just thinking of all the attractive women you've been talking to in the Liberation lately. And men, don't forget. Yeah, the dudes are pretty good looking in this game too. Don't get me wrong. And he has many fighters as are willing to join, regardless of their gender. I mean, there's a lot more sexualized women in this game than there are men. And, like, I've always been an advocate for equality in games. We need more sexualized dudes. Like, what the heck is up with this inequality? Fighters who you clearly feel deserve your attention far more than I do. So you are upset. Not really. Not jealous either, if that's what you're thinking. But with how long we've known each other, it almost doesn't seem fair that you keep leaving me out. If you ever wish to talk, you're free to insert yourself into any conversation I'm having. Everyone will be pleased to see you, I'm sure. It's not what I... Why are you standing so close to me? Remember the little forest on Palavia, much like this one. We often used to gaze upon its many inhabitants, always careful to keep our distance. Of course, Joseph warned us not to wander the area at all without an adult, yet we did it anyway. Listen to me, Elaine, Your face has gone completely red, Scarlet. Are you feeling alright? Fine. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want someone else stealing you away from me. Well, that sucks because this is actually the stream that we're gonna get hitched. Oops. So that's how you feel. No, I was hoping we could talk more, is all. Not some mere possession to be snatched away the moment you avert your eyes. Ooh, you tell her! I know that. I suppose this means you truly are jealous. I'm not. Forgive me for not noticing sooner how you felt. I'll be sure to speak with you more often from now on. And we're gonna give the Ring of the Maiden to someone else's stream. You don't have to do that for me. It's not only for you, Scarlet. I've realized today how deeply I miss our conversations as well. You really mean that? I don't know what took you so long. Do I? Like, I know that she's obviously the canonical option that the developers would probably expect most players to go for. But yeah, what, did the guys look kind of boring? A lot of the guys look cool in this game, but they're just, like, there's a lot of sexualized characters in this game. It's weird. There's a lot of, like, half-naked women in this game, and a lot that are fully clothed. Like, look at Chloe's design, for example, where it's like, yep, that's just a typical soldier. Whereas look at, I don't know, look at Yana, where it's like, okay, yeah, that's very different there. Definitely won't take you one stream to do it, though, unless you decide to stream it all in one go, which will be somewhere between 10 to 15 hours. Okay, so I'll be prepared to take a while there. Realize how much I miss talking to you. Anyways, I'm in love with another woman and proposing to her. That's right. How's it going today, Eagle? What the heck is that badge? Hold on. What is this anyway? I don't think I've seen it. Raging Wolf Helm. Oh, is that one of those Elden Ring drops that I heard about? So basically like Fire Emblem. Yeah, but like Fire Emblem has a lot more hot dudes as well. Like Fire Emblem is a lot more equal. Yeah, we get both versions of female fantasy armor in this game. We definitely get both sides. And the two characters that I'm thinking about giving the Ring of the Maiden to, because they'd be able to like benefit well from the stat boost and have like cool unique classes. There's one of each of those archetypes. Like I was leaning between Berengaria here, who's just like an amazing frontliner and can dish out so much damage and also takes so much damage, and Rosalind here. So we get like both types of like female fantasy armor here, and these are the two that I'm like not entirely sure between, where they would both benefit greatly from the stat boost, the all stats +5. Rosalind has an extra accessory slot and therefore more wiggle room, but Berengaria will be able to make better use of the defensive stats considering she's on the front lines, whereas Rosalind is in the back. So I was like, oh, let's just get the rapport conversation, then just like choose from there or something, I don't know. Yeah, I got the urge to play Last of Us from the beginning, so you're replaying the inferior version on PS5 with commentary turned on. Yes, the inferior version to the clearly amazing PC port. But yeah, oh shit, the hot dark elf. Yeah, like that's not a bad option either, right? Never got to finish that game, got up to the school and that was it. Oh, for Last of Us. Hold on. I think I'm done with all the other conversations that I for sure wanted to do. Also love Berengaria's design. Isn't it so good? Like, let's see here. Like, that's just cool, let's face it. Also, I've never used one of these, but you can use them to change how characters look if you want. Wait, oh, I'm sorting by level or joined. Yeah, you've got the goth character there. One of the memes I have in my going live notifications is, in my going live notifications, in my folder for going live, one that screenshotted something like, was it the pink one or something like that? It was something like this, and the caption was, "Fuck you, ungoths your girlfriend." And I thought it was funny. Anyway, I could do that, and then it looks so gross, her outfit. Like, it looks so good as is, but, it looks best with the black hair, absolutely. Yeah, I should finish off these. I think these are the last couple that I wanted to get for now. After I beat the game, sometime later during a future stream, I can get through all of these thingamabobs. Oh yeah, and technically one of the options to give the Ring of the Maiden to is Virginia for some reason, even though she's literally your cousin. So, like, what even? Maybe I should get these conversations just because she's a main character and I kind of want to see what that is before beating the game. But we may as well get these two, because to support someone, use Fire Emblem turns to give them the Ring of the Maiden, you have to, like, get your support up that far anyway. But yeah, let's have some conversations and then decide, like, who's superior here. Don't ungoth her! Don't fuck with the Visigoths! The hell is your deal, Elaine? I'm sorry? I don't get it. You're still just a kid, but you're out here leading one of the biggest armies Fevrith's ever seen. And yeah, you've got help, I know. That's a tough job. That was true, even running the tiny little band I used to. So it's almost scary seeing how easy you make it look. Not to mention, I was fresh off working for Zenoiran when you asked me to join for you. Why weren't you afraid of me, damn it? I was. I still am, of a great many things. My lack of experience chief among them. But then I think back to the day that Cornea fell. The look on my mother's face as she bade me flee. That moment, all I could see was the concern she bore for me, not even a hint of fear. And even though I know she was only trying not to worry me, I've long since decided to carry on that spirit, no matter what terror I might feel. My army shall never know a trace of it. Makes sense to me. But keep yourself strung too taut, you're likely to just snap in half. So yeah, I'll be here if you ever need a talk. Have my thanks, Berengaria. Yeah, she's strict but cool. Sent you a photo of dinner too. Honey glazed garlic barbecue pork chops, then the Yukon Gold mashed potatoes. That sounds amazing and is gonna make me like way too hungry. Same way I made those potatoes back then. That does look pretty awesome, Guzma. I will say. And Twitch blocked your message? This game is pro incest. Oh, that's what it blocked. How medieval of it. Yep. That's how it goes there. You can literally go with your cousin. And your cousin's like, oh, that's cool. I always wanted to be on the throne. Thanks for giving me this chance and making me queen. Because I think I looked that up at one point out of curiosity on YouTube for like some of the different options. I was just like, wait, how does that go? And that was one of the ones that I checked out. But that was a while back, and I don't remember exactly how it went. But that's not the route that I'm gonna go. Because no incest, and 2, it's not even all that optimal. She only has 1 accessory slot. I take away her only accessory slot for the ring and the main if I do that. So even gameplay-wise, it's not even optimal. I wouldn't think. Well, if it isn't everyone's favorite little workhorse. Please, Berengaria, you needn't patronize me. I'm not. I just thought you could use a bit of friendly teasing is all. If everyone keeps treating you like some kind of perfect commander, you'll always feel like you're stuck acting the part. That, you're either stifling, yes. But you and me, we barely know each other. Which means we're free to just breathe. Be ourselves, without giving a damn what anyone else thinks. I suppose it would feel rather odd letting my guard down amidst my royal retainers. Right? I wouldn't want to be caught dead talking to my men like this either. You know, Berengaria, I believe that's the first time I've ever seen you laugh like that. You got a problem with it? Not at all. It's most stunning, in a way. Fun of me again and it'll be the last thing you do. It's not my intent, I assure you. Just a little friendly teasing, as you put it. But I promise I meant every word. Me. Stunning, huh? Can't say I've ever thought of myself like that. I don't think anyone's called me it either, but it feels pretty good knowing you think so. Oh, that was cute. Incest is a suboptimal play is certainly a sentence. But yeah. Have you ever cooked pork chops? Always kick it within a liquid. Pork chops get way too dry if you don't cook it right. Actually, just finish slicing those up though. Nice, nice. Charles the second speed run. That's right. Been your signature dish lately. Signature dish. Nice. Next time you come there, definitely cook it for you guys. I appreciate that. Reminds me, may need to have time soon to start talking about plans for you coming there in January. Yeah, if you want to come to Janland or something, then come to like a much smaller LAN party than Fragapalooza and experience the winter and stuff. You'll be welcome to. Blocked your message again? Just out here saying the most horrendous things, like Last of Us Part 1 on PC is the best version of the game, which is out here blocking. Just said that's why you based? Why block that? Janland? Yeah, that's the January LAN party that I go to. It's a lot smaller scale than Fragapalooza is. Fragapalooza is several hundred people. Janland and other mega FPS events are like 50-ish people. I don't get it. Why do you keep talking to me like this? Well, perhaps because I enjoy your company, and the chance to let my guard down, of course. I'll be sure to keep my distance more often, if it troubles you so. Listen to me, Elaine. You know how you said before, it's a good thing we barely know each other? Well, there's a downside to that too. Meaning what, precisely? There's no telling when one of us might turn on the other. But that's how it goes when you're practically strangers. It's not a damn thing keeping us together. It's one wrong move, and the whole thing falls apart. Not that I'm planning to put a knife in your back anytime soon. If Corny and Drakenhold ever went to war again, you know which side I'd pick. Nothing personal. Then you mean to say all of this was for naught? That you would betray my trust without the slightest hesitation? Well, perhaps I've always been a simple pawn in your grand schemes. If that's what you want to believe, so be it. Just know, I really have enjoyed our little chats. Especially when you get all defensive about me deserting you. Is this a matter of joke to you, Berengaria? Sorry. I guess I'm just surprised to see you care so much. Maybe that means we're not the strangers I thought we were. Let's just hope our countries don't get in the way of that. Yes, let's. Yeah, damn, this marriage is looking rocky, if that's gonna be the option to give the ring to. I'm not sure which weekend it is in January. I don't think it's posted yet for this next upcoming one. I can look at when it was last year and get a general idea. All right, so that's what Berengaria is looking like. Where's Rosalind? Where's the chief competition here? Oh, apparently I got the first 2 report conversations, and now it's just the 3rd, and I don't remember what the first 2 were. But yeah, Twitch blocking proper cooking techniques, that's right. Track I sent you last week to know if you had any chance to listen to it, but it's absolutely an incredible track. Yeah. The ones that you've sent me I thought were some pretty nice bangers. Yeah, but hot goth girlfriend's so it's worth the rocky marriage. Alright, well here's the, I don't know how to get that, and I give up. Here's the chief competition of a character that would also be fitting, but also optimal. Regarding our recent conversation, Rosalind. Do you mean the one we had during our last battle? Or the time I kept you from reading your book? I don't remember these. This was like months ago in terms of real lifetime. Neither, in fact. I speak of the day you fell asleep on my shoulder. What about it? I can't stop thinking about what you said. How you wish that you had been Tyrannos, so that Elterlind would never have come to harm. Despite your attempts to laugh the matter off afterward, I can tell you truly meant every word. I would rather you be hurt yourself. Wait, I would rather be hurt yourself. Yes, you would rather be hurt yourself than see someone you care about experience the same. Moreover, you would gladly bear such pain alone before you ever considered sharing it with another. I can't disagree with you on that. Why is my brain like autofilling other words? Can't disagree with that. If I had to choose between me and Elterlind, I would pick myself every time. It tormented me to no end, the horrid way that Zenoiran sunk their fangs in her. Now I have the chance to ease her agony, shoulder her burdens, however possible. So, trust me, it's better that way. You're wrong. You speak of torment, of the agony you will be willing to bear in her name. But where would that leave you, Rosalind? Knowing the length of an elfin lifespan, your suffering would surely endure for a great many years. I won't let you consign yourself to such a wretched fate. It sounds absurd coming from me. Compared to you, I'm akin to a newborn child, ignorant in the ways of the outside world. All the same, I can't abide the thought of you weathering these wounds alone for even a day, let alone the rest of your life. Well, isn't this a surprise? I've never met a human with this much insight into the sorrows my kind can face. It's a good thing you sleep talk, then. I dare say I'd not have realized without it. All that from a few mumbled words? Very well, Elaine. I'll do as you ask. Might I make a request of you as well? What is it? Stay at my side. Stand watch over my actions. That way I'll know for sure I'm not trying to shoulder everything alone. It would be my greatest honor. Thank you, Elaine. Yeah, like, she's clearly got a thing for, like, this bitch is proposing. Trying to step in the way of the goth girlfriend. I don't know if I got the chance to check out the most recent one. Like, I meant to during work, and I was going to during the later part of the most recent work day, and then there wasn't as much work for me available that day, and I ended up going home early and giving one of my coworkers a ride home. It was the case, but coming up here, I definitely will. I'll probably check it out tomorrow while I'm on the way to or from the lake anyway. Will be the case. Speaking of Bravely Default 1, just realized this entire game in the overworld reminds you of exactly Bravely Default open world. Yeah, and it's a similar kind of art style with like the chibi kind of characters there. But yeah, speaking of work, we got our shitty manager fired and now work has much better vibes. Nice. Glad to hear it there. Anyway, as I was saying earlier, the stream, for anyone that didn't catch it earlier, there's only the final battle left, and I plan on doing that in a hot second here. But apparently, to get the true ending of this game, you need to get hitched. You need to, like, give someone the Ring of the Maiden at this place here. So, the main two characters that I was leaning between that have, like, cool, unique classes that would benefit greatly from the all stats +5 and the extra passive point, while also just being, like, good characters to do that with, were Rosalind and Berengaria. Those were the two that I was leaning between, and I was on the fence between. Do we have any preferences here? God, the girlfriend, Rivers Eagle has already put in his vote here. Vote now on your phones. Because I honestly don't care between the, between the two here. I'm good either way. And Berengaria might be slightly better gameplay-wise, what with the, frontliner, maybe. But I do, before I beat the game, want to see the ones with Virginia. Unless every single person says incest, there's no way I'm going with this. Because, like, that's not the one. Because, one, it's so dang weird, and two, like, it also sucks gameplay-wise. Why would I do that? Might not be a mod, but I'll ban anyone who votes against the hot goth girlfriend. Well, would you still vote against her if I use the idealist hand mirror to ungoth her? What do you be feeling then? Here, I do want to see these supports really quickly. Impudent cretins. You'll pay for insulting him like that. What's happening here? It's the princess, sir. You have to stop her. Yes, because goth is a state of mind. You can take... What would the saying then be? I was about to say something or other, but you can never take the goth out of the girlfriend. What would the first line then be? Like, you can take the... I don't know. You can't take the Ohio out of the hot goth girl? What do you think you're doing, Virginia? Oh, just having a civilized discussion with my friends here. As for you, you don't want to know what'll happen if I catch you spreading such slander again. What was it they were saying, exactly? They claimed you had murdered Queen Alinea. They've what? All part of some baseless rumor that you and Galerius have been working together since the day Zenoiran rose to power. Damn foolish they could be. You're the one who seeks to slay the monster, not enable his reign. Ah, I understand now. And I can't begrudge them that. It is only natural to doubt a man who appears after 10 years, claiming himself to be a long-deceased prince. Oh my goodness. Action alone shall prove those rumors false now. Bastards can't even imagine the pain you've been through. The pressure of carrying the hope of a nation entirely on your own shoulders. The utter despair of losing everything you held dear. Makes me sick just thinking about it. Be that as it may, Virginia, I appreciate your anger on my behalf. Then don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. If we marry Virginia, we can make country road references all the time. But yeah. Hold on. Let's see here. The next one. I'll get these supports and then save the rest for like some other stream. And we'll get Hitched. Where the heck is this way, maybe? Sounds good. Thanks. Let me know what you think about 2 ones a year tomorrow. I mean, you might already know what you're going to say about amazing music, because amazing music, it do indeed be. But yeah. Well, look who showed up on time. Good kid. Please, Virginia. I'm a grown man, not a child. Then prove it. Take a look at this. Look at this graph. Chessboard. Just like we used to play with in the garden at Grand Corinne. Though it was always a one-side affair, in truth. Every time I won, you'd swear you'd finally beat me in our next game. Yet we were cast a half continent away from each other before I had the chance to make good on that promise. Recently, during a family gathering, just playing games on the Switch together, one game led to another, and we ended up playing Clubhouse games together, and one of the games in there was chess, and I ended up playing one singular game of chess against my cousin's older kid. And that's the only time we've ever played chess, was that one game. And, like, I was coming out on top. It got down to, like, him with just his king, and I still had several pieces left to be able to try and checkmate him. But eventually he got into a state where it was, like, stalemate, draw, and I was like, wait, what? And he was laughing, being like, yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. I was like, wait, what? Can I not be able to checkmate here with enough moves, or how does this work? Is it after X amount of time, or would he just be able to avoid forever? What the heck is going on here? He freaking debated me into a draw. Anyway, I wasn't particularly pleased about being forced to abandon our rivalry when I was so far ahead either. Anyway, thinking about chess just made me think of that. Lucky for us, the time has come for you to avenge your past failures, if you can. I can, and I will. You really have gotten a lot better, Elaine. I suppose all this time commanding an army has given you a keener eye for tactical maneuvers. Why do you seem so upset about winning? Tell me something, Virginia. Did you not have anyone to play chess with when you were taking refuge in Drakenwald? I They treated me well, of course, as an exiled princess from their fallen neighbor. But even as a young girl, I knew the time for games was long over. You're the last person I faced off against back in Grand Corinne, but that makes it all the more fun to revisit it now. Why are you crying? Forgive me. It's only that your strategy remains the same as it was all those years ago. It's a cruel reminder of what this war has stolen from you. The opportunity to enjoy life as every child should. You really are a strange one, Elaine. You don't show a hint of emotion over the things said about you. Here you are shedding tears for me. As if you're any different. You're always getting angry on my behalf, regardless of what those around you may think on the matter. Maybe so. I blame that on a lack of self-restraint more than anything else. Don't think deeply about it. You know, Elaine, there are only two people who can understand the pain we've both been through this past decade. Those people are us. So really, I'm just relieved to know we can be there to feel those emotions for each other. Family support. And just, like, family relation support. Nothing more. Oh, dang it, I keep on getting myself all confused. Nothing more than that. We, this is not gonna be country roads out here. Where the heck even... Did I... Right here. Alright, let's just see that and let's go get Hitched. Yeah. Guess you must be married to Virginia already. Why? Because you know the lyrics or because you married your cousin? I mean... Imagine. Elaine, share it now. We'll get that some other time. Elaine and Virginia. I feel I need to apologize for our last conversation, Virginia. Why is that? I thought it was cute seeing you cry as much as you used to as a spoiled little child. I thought you're the only one who ever saw me like that. Probably for the best, yes. But you're free to show me that side of you whenever you want. I'll always be there to take care of you, I promise. And I the same, Virginia. Concealed as you were in a foreign land, there were none you could turn to in your times of loneliness. Yet now you have me, present commander of the Liberation Army, future king to all of Cornea. And cousin and nothing more. No longer am I the childish boy who could do naught but flee when Zenoiran was struck. Nor am I a helpless prince who needs you to argue on his behalf. Share with me everything you felt in your days of solitude, and I promise we shall bear them together. I don't know, Elaine. Just... Nothing else for now, Virginia. With me, all you need do is speak from the heart. I want to go home, back to Grand Corinne, back to our castle. Promise me that we'll live in Cornea again someday. That we'll do so together. Please. Depending on what context you mean here, I might need to pump the brakes. I promise. Once we do, we can play in the garden just as we did when we were young. You have my word. Acquired honors ×2. But yeah. And okie doke. Yeah, I'll let you know, like, how much time it looks like I'm having later tonight. Like, after I call the stream and go and pick up my Oma's prescription and go out on that little adventure there, I'll follow up with my mom's friend that I'll be going out to the lake with and just carpooling with and see what time she wants to head out. Is what I shall do. Alright, time to get hitched, I think. Oops, that's a pin. That's not a warp thing. I can travel to this. Those pork chops perfectly. The last time you did it, you overcooked it and didn't even put the right ingredients. This time you did it, and it's even better than the other times you made it. Say the recipe and ingredients if you'd like to try it out sometime. Sure, I might. I would like to get more into cooking at some point here. Alright, let's save before we get hitched, how about? Sure, let's save into slot 1 here. Look, I'm over 100 hours now. My goodness. I mean, technically more than that because of hours on other saves. Yeah, I have a decent bit of hours in this game. It is super fun. I do very much enjoy the gameplay of this game. I think while you go out to get your almost prescription, I might be able to. But then after that theme finishes playing, then I have no more music playing. Unless I go on my watch and hit it to replay that one theme. Alright, so here's the canonical option. I assume this is canonical, and this is clearly who the devs intended. And she's literally like, what the heck? Why are you hanging out with, like, all those other women? I think there's a Thiliad as well. Sure. Let's do this. How about? I didn't see any votes any other way. I'm cool with this. And giving all stats +5 and another passive point to Berengaria that already screws everything up on the battlefield. This would be awesome.
No thanks.
But I haven't even said anything yet.
I'd like you to have the Ring of the Maiden.
I'd
Want to
like
get
you
Hitched?
to have the Ring of the Maiden.
I knew it. And, yeah. Not interested.
Why?
Why not?
I've heard the stories from Rosalinda. Breaking this oath comes at a heavy cost. And there's no guarantee I won't turn on you. Or you on me.
We'll face those consequences together.
Then we'll face those consequences together. We could live 100 lives, and I would pick you every time.
That's some risk you're taking. If what they say about your unicorn and its tradition is true, this covenant represents the strongest bond imaginable. The sacred kind. Where severing it might just cost your life.
I'll bear any danger should it mean spending that life with you.
Living life on the
Marry
edge.
me, Berengaria. As stunning as you are now, you'll look even more so in the pure white of a wedding dress.
Why not pure black?
You're really something, you know that? But I'm not complaining. The answer's yes, by the way.
Heck yeah.
I love you, now and always.
Now we can get true ending.
You're ready to put up with me for the rest of your life.
Or the rest of this
Your
playthrough, which
laughter.
is not a lot
Your
left.
tears, your pain. I'm here for all of it.
And apparently now we can get the true ending. Because I gave the ring to someone. I don't think it matters who. I know that if you give it to any of the male characters in the game, it's just like, oh, we're just like really close friends, and it changes the ending that way. So maybe it's only if you give it to a female character you get the best ending. Because this is very clearly a game that was intended for like a straight male audience. Which, like, I don't get it, man. But, but yeah, so want the best ending? You gotta just be like a super straight dude, I guess. There, I got these all upgrade now. Thus the ring has been restored to its true power. I'm sure it will help when the time comes to face Galerius. I'm sure it will. The girlfriend is blushing. I repeat, God, the girlfriend is blushing. Let's head for the sanctuaries, Elaine. Are you gonna be butthurt that I just, you know? I'm sure the sage will lend us their strength now that the ring is restored to its true power. Yeah, so there's a little bit of story content left now that I can go to these shrines and do something there. So here. Oh, it took off my Ring of the Unicorn. Yeah, so it's all stats +5, plus an extra action point. That is really, really good. So yeah, Dream Crown and Ancient Crown do that as well. Those are really good items. All right, so then on Berengaria, I think I'll take off the Warrior's Medallion. And yeah, now give her the Ring of the Maiden. To give her all stats +5 and her passive points at max. So then she can spam these kinds of things even more. Well, that's a one-time use thing. But Painbringer, Sanguine Pursuit, however that's pronounced there, we can just keep on doing it even longer. I mean, she'd already be able to do it for a little bit of extra time, considering if she hits an inflicted target, she gets an extra passive point back. Maybe from that perspective, it would have been better to give it to Rosalind. She might have been able to capitalize better off with extra passive point. Eh. But yeah, emo and goth are completely different cultures and aesthetics. Replying to Guzma about the term emo there. Yeah, fuck off, give her a black one. Yeah. Can't just give her something white.